Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. These challenges can leave us feeling drained and disconnected, but what if there was a way to navigate these turbulent waters with confidence and clarity? Introduction. Have you ever felt like you're walking on eggshells in your relationships? Or perhaps you find yourself reacting in frustration when someone pushes your buttons? Maybe you're grappling with feelings of inadequacy, constantly comparing yourself to others, or struggling to connect meaningfully with those around you. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. These challenges can leave us feeling drained and disconnected. But what if there was a way to navigate these turbulent waters with confidence and clarity? And in a world where conflicts seem inevitable and communication often breaks down, it's time to take a step back and explore strategies that can change everything. Today we're diving into 7 essential principles that will empower you to take control of your interactions and foster deeper connections in your life. Are you ready to transform your approach to relationships? Let's get started. Lesson 1: Control what you can, accept what you can't. Every day we face situations that can stress us out. Whether it's dealing with a difficult coworker or feeling overwhelmed by life's demands, it's easy to worry about what others think or to get frustrated when things don't go our way. For instance, if someone criticizes you at work, you might feel upset and anxious, wishing they'd change their behavior. However, if you spend too much time worrying about these things, you'll feel powerless and overwhelmed, which can lead to anxiety, frustration, and even resentment toward others. As the philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote serves as a powerful reminder that our reactions to situations shape our experiences more than the situations themselves. To put this lesson into practice, start by identifying what you can control in your life. Take a moment to think about a problem you're currently facing and ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? Focus on your thoughts, actions, and responses rather than trying to change what others do. Once you've figured out what you can control, let go of the things you can't. For example, if you're dealing with a difficult coworker, you may not be able to change their attitude, but you can choose how you respond to them. When you start to feel stressed, practice mindfulness. Take a few deep breaths to ground yourself in the present moment and remind yourself to focus only on what you can influence. At the end of each day, reflect on a situation where you felt stressed. Consider what you could control and what you couldn't. This reflection will help you learn to prioritize the right things over time. By adopting this mindset, you can reduce stress and feel more empowered in your daily life. Remember, it's all about focusing on what you can change and accepting what you can't. This approach can make a significant difference in how you feel and interact with others. Lesson 2: Respond, don't react. Life often throws unexpected challenges our way, and our first instinct might be to react impulsively. Think about a time when someone cut you off in traffic or when a friend made a hurtful comment. In those moments, it's easy to snap back with anger or frustration. This kind of knee-jerk reaction can lead to regret, misunderstandings, and strained relationships. When we react without thinking, we often escalate the situation rather than resolve it, leaving us feeling even more stressed and upset. As Viktor Frankl wisely noted, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. This quote emphasizes that we have the ability to pause before we react, allowing us to respond in a way that aligns with our values and intentions. To practice this lesson, start by recognizing your emotional triggers. When you feel a strong emotional reaction, take a moment to breathe and create that space between the stimulus and your response. For instance, if you find yourself getting angry during a heated discussion, take a deep breath and count to 3 before you speak. This brief pause can help you gather your thoughts and respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. You can also try journaling your feelings at the end of each day. Write about any situations where you felt the urge to react impulsively. Reflect on how you could have responded differently and what you might do next time. This practice can help you build awareness of your emotional responses and improve your ability to choose how you react in the future. By making a conscious effort to respond rather than react, you can foster healthier relationships and maintain your peace of mind. This approach not only helps you navigate difficult situations more effectively, but it also empowers you to live in alignment with your values, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling life. Lesson 3: Let go of ego. We all have moments when our pride gets in the way. Perhaps you've experienced a disagreement with a friend or colleague and felt the need to win the argument, even if it meant damaging the relationship. Holding onto our ego can lead us to act defensively, dismiss others' opinions, or refuse to admit when we're wrong. This tendency not only strains our connections but can also leave us feeling isolated and unhappy. As the famous philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This quote reminds us that letting go of our ego allows us to respond with grace instead of retaliating out of pride. It encourages us to focus on our character rather than getting caught up in proving ourselves right. To practice letting go of your ego, start by acknowledging when your pride is affecting your behavior. For instance, if you find yourself arguing just for the sake of being right, take a moment to pause and consider whether the argument is truly worth it. Ask yourself, is this really about the issue at hand, or am I just trying to defend my image? Another effective strategy is to practice humility. This could mean admitting when you're wrong or showing appreciation for others' viewpoints, even if you disagree with them. The next time you're in a discussion, try to listen actively without preparing your counter-argument. Instead, focus on understanding the other person's perspective. Additionally, remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, including you. Embracing vulnerability can lead to deeper connections with others and foster a supportive environment where everyone feels valued. By letting go of your ego, you open the door to more meaningful interactions and growth. It allows you to respond to challenges with understanding and compassion rather than defensiveness. Ultimately, this shift in perspective will help you cultivate stronger relationships and a more peaceful mindset. Lesson 4: Practice gratitude. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to get caught up in what we lack rather than appreciating what we have. Maybe you often find yourself focusing on the stress of work, the demands of family, or the things that didn't go as planned. This habit of negativity can drain your energy, leaving you feeling unfulfilled and overwhelmed. When we focus solely on our problems, we miss out on the many blessings and joys that surround us every day. As Melody Beattie wisely said, "Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow." This quote highlights the transformative power of gratitude. By recognizing and appreciating what we have, we can shift our perspective and find peace, even amid challenges. To cultivate a mindset of gratitude, start small. Each morning, take a moment to jot down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a friend who checked in on you, or a beautiful sunset. This practice can help train your brain to focus on the positive aspects of your life, shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Another powerful technique is to express gratitude to those around you. Take the time to thank a colleague for their help or let a family member know how much you appreciate them. These small acts can deepen your connections and create a positive ripple effect in your relationships. Finally, during tough times, try to find a lesson or a silver lining in your experiences. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? This practice not only helps you navigate difficulties, but also reinforces the habit of looking for positives, even when things seem bleak. By regularly practicing gratitude, you'll begin to notice a shift in your overall outlook on life. Instead of feeling bogged down by negativity, you'll cultivate a sense of joy and fulfillment that will help you navigate life's challenges with a lighter heart. Gratitude isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a powerful tool for creating a more meaningful and connected life. Lesson 5: Embrace imperfection. We live in a world that often pushes us to be perfect, whether it's in our jobs, our relationships, or even our appearance. This relentless pursuit of perfection can lead to stress and disappointment. If you find yourself constantly critiquing your flaws or feeling inadequate compared to others, you're not alone. This mindset can create a cycle of negativity that holds you back from enjoying your life and appreciating your accomplishments. As Leonard Cohen famously said, there is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. This quote reminds us that imperfections are not only normal but also beautiful. They allow us to grow, learn, and ultimately shine in our unique ways. By embracing our flaws, we can discover new strengths and deepen our self-acceptance. To start embracing imperfection, practice self-compassion. Instead of harshly judging yourself for mistakes, try to treat yourself as you would a friend. Acknowledge your feelings and give yourself permission to be human. Remember that everyone makes mistakes, and it's a natural part of the learning process. You can also challenge the unrealistic standards set by society. When you catch yourself comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel, remind yourself that everyone has struggles you might not see. Shift your focus to your journey and celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Additionally, don't be afraid to share your imperfections with others. Being vulnerable can foster deeper connections and create a sense of community. When we acknowledge our flaws, we often find that others relate to our experiences and are more than willing to share their own. Finally, take a moment to reflect on the areas of your life where you feel pressured to be perfect. Write down 1 or 2 imperfections you can accept today. Embracing imperfection doesn't mean settling for less. Rather, it's about recognizing that our flaws can lead to growth and authenticity. By letting go of the need to be perfect, you'll find more freedom to live fully and joyfully, allowing your true self to shine through. Lesson 6: Seek to understand before judging. Every day we encounter people from different backgrounds and experiences. When someone acts in a way that puzzles or frustrates us, it's easy to jump to conclusions and pass judgment. This can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and damaged relationships. If we fail to seek understanding first, we risk missing out on valuable connections and insights that can enrich our lives. As the saying goes, before you judge a man, walk a mile in his shoes. This quote emphasizes the importance of empathy and perspective. We often don't know what someone else is going through, and taking a moment to consider their feelings and situation can change our reaction entirely. When we approach others with curiosity rather than judgment, we open the door to compassion and connection. To practice this lesson, start by actively listening to others. When someone expresses their thoughts or feelings, give them your full attention. Resist the urge to interrupt or offer immediate solutions. Instead, ask open-ended questions to better understand their perspective. This not only shows that you care, but also allows you to gather more information before forming an opinion. Another effective strategy is to reflect on your own experiences. Think of a time when you faced a challenge that others might not have understood. How did it feel to be judged during that time? Use that memory to remind yourself that everyone has their battles, and it's crucial to approach others with kindness and patience. Additionally, practice mindfulness in your interactions. When you feel a judgment coming on, pause and take a deep breath. Ask yourself if you really know the whole story before reacting. This moment of reflection can help you respond with understanding rather than snap judgments. Lastly, be open to changing your opinions based on new information. If someone shares their story or feelings that challenge your initial judgment, allow yourself to adjust your view. This flexibility not only fosters better relationships but also promotes personal growth. By seeking to understand before judging, we can create a more compassionate world. Remember that everyone has their own struggles, and a little empathy can go a long way in building meaningful connections. Lesson 7: Stay focused on your growth. In a fast-paced world where comparisons are constant, it's easy to get caught up in how others are doing. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, frustration, or even jealousy. When we focus too much on others, we lose sight of our own path and progress. If we don't prioritize our personal growth, we might find ourselves stuck in a rut, feeling unfulfilled and directionless. There's a powerful quote by Mahatma Gandhi that says, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever." This reminds us that life is a journey of continuous learning and improvement. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, we should concentrate on our unique growth journey, celebrating our achievements and learning from our setbacks. To embrace this lesson, start by setting personal goals that are meaningful to you. Reflect on what you genuinely want to achieve, whether it's improving a skill, nurturing a relationship, or developing a new hobby. Write these goals down and break them into smaller, manageable steps. This way you'll have a clear path forward and can track your progress without the noise of outside comparisons. Another practical tip is to practice self-reflection regularly. Set aside time each week to evaluate your achievements, challenges, and lessons learned. This practice not only keeps you accountable but also allows you to appreciate how far you've come. Remember, growth isn't always linear. There will be ups and downs along the way, and that's perfectly okay. Surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out friends and mentors who inspire you to grow rather than compare yourself to them. Engage in communities where personal development is encouraged, whether through workshops, online forums, or local meetups. Having supportive people around you can make a significant difference in maintaining your focus on growth. Lastly, be kind to yourself. Understand that everyone's journey is different, and it's natural to have setbacks. Instead of criticizing yourself for not measuring up to others, focus on how you can improve and learn. This shift in mindset will help you embrace your unique path and foster a more positive outlook on life. By staying focused on your growth, you empower yourself to reach new heights. Celebrate your progress, learn from your experiences, and remember that your journey is yours alone. As we approach the end of this video, it's time for you to take that important step toward changing your life. I encourage you to write a comment below, expressing your desire for change. It doesn't matter how challenging it may seem, what matters is your commitment to making a difference. I'll be reading through each of your comments, and I'll feature one of the most inspiring ones on our channel. If you're looking for a daily dose of unfiltered motivation, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Let's embark on this journey of transformation together.